It's like a hot water pipe cracking in the wall. Today's April 12th, but the show is still called April 11th. 684 subs. I'm pretty sure I had 340 subs, so we've doubled. Got this little picture of The Rock here. Let's listen to my radio. It's 4:21 in the afternoon. Pelicans are in town tonight. Looking for a Laker win today and a Pelican loss. NBA schedule. So what are we looking at? Lakers have an easy game, but it's on the road in Memphis. Lakers will hit 46 wins, and the Warriors will be stuck at 45 if they lose today. NHL schedule. No Pittsburgh Penguin game today. NHL standings. The Penguin race is probably the biggest playoff positioning. Nine viewers. What's up? What's up, guys? How's it go? 20 viewers I put on the hat. 25 I glove up. 50 I put on the blouse. 100 I'll drag out the pants. So come on, hit the like. Hit this. See, chat just popped up. Yeah. Hello, greetings from Mexico. A new subscriber. Yes. Yeah. Hope so. Yeah. It's pregame show. We're waiting for the Laker game and the Warrior game to start before these announcers start reacting to what tonight's standings will be. Louisiana Michael Myers is live, 88 viewers. I can't resist. I gotta look at Louisiana Michael Myers. I gotta look. I gotta press like on that stream. He's almost at 100,000 subscribers. Good job. He's the hardest working man on YouTube. The legend himself. When he gets under 100 subscribers, he starts talking too much. When there's not enough people watching, he just kicked over his trash can. He's got a skateboard tonight. Damn, he's on the skateboard. He fucking just did a kickflip. Not bad. 180 kickflip. In Rain boots. Arf, arf, arf. Park for a sub. Huh? Arf, arf, arf. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Say the no word. Everybody say the no word. 3, 2, 1. No! Say the no. Say the N word. No! Shut up. Shut up. You know what's weird? Chat is in front of the sub notification. My favorite football team is California. California is the very big football team. We have many branches, but Southern California teams preferred. Ohio State Buckeyes, Bengals, Rams, Chargers, Niners, Raiders. I like the Niners, but we just can't have them winning anything, all right? Just can't have that. I like the Browns, but we just can't have that. Browns are okay, man. I remember the 87 Browns. Dude, you know what? I was watching. Dude, everybody was watching, man. I was 11 years old. Man, everybody was watching that shit. Everybody was watching that shit. Ernest Biner fumble. That's right when I was looking. I started watching right at the end of the fourth quarter. Don't remember the whole game. Ernest Biner came up with the Redskins. The Browns are my little brothers. There might have been a lot of holding, but if Nick Bosa couldn't get through, I'm not going to cry holding. If Javon Hargrave trips on his own foot, I'm not going to call holding, because the 49ers, holding shouldn't work on the... You're supposed to be so good, Nick Bosa and Hargrave. The holding doesn't work. So the defensive line got beat by the Kansas City Chiefs O-line. They protected Patrick. Nick Bosa couldn't touch him. You could call a lot of phantom holdings there, but hey, I'm not giving no 49ers charity if their pass rush can't get the quarterback. I ain't calling no hold. There's not a charity. Brandon Ayuk got lucky with that tip pass on Philadelphia. Today, Brandon Ayuk is trying to... he just unfollowed everybody. He's halfway out the door. Yeah. Inside Edition, cops chase down alleged purse thief at the New York City subway station. Oh, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch. Inside Edition, they don't fuck around. They'll show you enough action. There he goes. When you running away for your life, you take the hood off so you can actually see where you're going, okay? This guy running with the hood on. I can't even enjoy the whole. Let's count every step he took it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. After 20 steps, you've ran your 40 yards. Allen Iverson was just a really fast kid. Dwayne Wade kind of stole his moves. Allen Iverson is the champion. He's an Eastern Conference champ, so you can't take that away from him. That's when Shaq got, he had no center. If the Philadelphia had a better play at center, they could have stopped Shaq and he would have beat Kobe, because the Lakers had very easy matchups in the finals. Talking about Allen Iverson. Easy guy to beat, man, because he wears himself out. He works too hard. The 2000 champion. They beat the Pacers. Lakers Pacers. That was a very easy matchup for Shaq. Okay, then he went Lakers versus Philadelphia. That's a very easy matchup for Shaq. Then he played the Nets. Then Shaquille O'Neal, MVP, beat the New Jersey Nets. I didn't even know they're a real team anymore. Are they in Brooklyn now? So basically, he put them out of business. They were so bad they can't even sell a single ticket in their old town. And then these other Laker championships, 2009, 2008, what is it? Yeah, 9, 10, 20. So you look at 9. Orlando Magic, 2009 NBA Finals. How the fuck did Orlando get to the finals? I don't remember that very well. So yeah, very not impressive in the least. 2010 finals, Lakers actually beat the Celtics. That was the internet. The internet crashed in Los Angeles. As soon as that game ended, the internet fucking stopped working. Not a fun time. Don't plan your internet life around a Lakers game. You will lose your signal. 2020 championship was versus the Heat. They went through five different teams and 5 championships. That's pretty good, but they beat 5 of the worst teams. I mean, 5 of the worst teams imaginable. The East Coast is trash. Doesn't matter who shows up. Allen Iverson is not top 5 point guard of all time, but he's a starter on the all-time Philadelphia team. So the all-time Philadelphia team has maybe one player in the top 10 if you take Wilt when he was the 76. Just to make the Philadelphia fucking fans shut the hell up, we'll put fucking Wilt in his Warriors jersey. Philadelphia Warriors, whatever. Whoever he played for, yeah. The hater. Isaiah Thomas. I'll take Isaiah Thomas over Allen Iverson. He starts with the letter I. ISAIIV. So alphabetically, he even comes first. Thomas. Magic Johnson is a point guard. It's like John Stockton at point guard. You want a pure point guard. I'm looking for a shooting guard like Kobe Bryant. You want like a guy on Connecticut. They pass the ball so much in college. Just get that new Caitlin girl. That new girl from Iowa could be just as good as Allen Iverson. We're very close to the point where women will be playing with men in basketball. And this Caitlin girl should be the first one that gets the opportunity. Isaiah Thomas was not a spectacular player, but dude was a winner. Dude's a winner. And he was the prototype little tiny point guard of the era. And then we started going to Penny Hardaway. You know, you could have a 6'7" point guard. And then Michael Jordan started playing point a lot more. You know, Jordan ran isolation. You can't. Taking Isaiah Thomas is just a surefire choice. Yeah. I wouldn't take Dennis Rodman from the Pistons. You know, Rodman was probably at his best with the Spurs. So I mean, you'd want to put 96 Rodman in there. I would take Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson over Isaiah. Stockton had a problem in the fourth quarter. He starts dribbling a little faster. Stockton in the fourth quarter was kind of shit. He would lose his composure. You could tell his heart rate was faster. He would dribble faster. He was looking for things he could get easily in the beginning of the game. The Jazz are historically a third quarter team, is when the Utah Jazz makes their big push in the game. It's not a good fourth quarter team. It's just never worked out for them. Fundamentally sound 75% of the time. Have I been to an NBA game? I've seen Lakers practice with Shaq at this. I've been to Lakers practice at the Staples like back in '99, and I did a episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm during a Laker game. So I've been on set filming TV shows during a Laker game. I went to one playoff game. Of course, the Utah Jazz versus the Lakers in '98, Kobe's rookie year, Kobe's final rookie playoff game That's the only game I ever went to. Kobe missed the game-winning three, and Nick Van Exel started screaming at Del Harris. Nick Van Exel got kicked off the team. So Nick Van Exel's last game, and Van Exel is my favorite. Can I bust that Van Exel in here? I follow Van Exel on Instagram. Nick the Quick. Nick taught Kobe. Nick showed Kobe how to drive. That's right. Schick Hearn loved saying Cincinnati. They had to change the script. They didn't want the Lakers show to be saying Cincinnati every episode. Good recruitment. Wilt passed the test. He definitely had it. He plays volleyball. You know, LeBron is not as genetically gifted as he seems. He's really achieved a lot with, being slightly overweight. He doesn't have the slim, sleek body that most basketball players have. LeBron is a train. You don't want to stand in front of him. Very similar to the mailman. He finishes like Karl Malone. Karl Malone had the weakness in Karl Malone's game. Court vision. Seemed to have a blind spot underneath his right foot. So if Malone catches the ball in the post, he is most likely to dribble and have the ball stolen. Yeah. Chamberlain. I like to call him Chamberlain. I happen to be Chamberlain myself. Except Wilt has 0 children, so there's a lot of bullshit in his story. 10,000 women and no babies. No wonder he left town. Like, man, Wilt, you can't hang around here doing this. Wilt, you better get your ass out to LA, Wilt. My favorite story is when Kobe Bryant wasn't allowed to play for the 76ers and he was forced because of child labor laws. He was too young to get paid in Philadelphia. So they came out to America, Los Angeles, to basically give Kobe Cedric Sabalas' money. And Wilt was good in the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jordan is clearly better. As an athlete, Jim Thorpe and Wilt have more in common than Wilt and Jordan. Okay, so you would compare Jim Thorpe, the greatest athlete in American history, to Wilt and Wilt didn't play for any, like John Wooden or anything, so he didn't play for Celtics. He's a third-rate. He played on third-rate basketball teams. Kind of like Jim Thorpe. Jim Thorpe was played on third-rate football teams. The Dayton Triangles. Shit like that. Notice that they have Dayton, that's where LeBron's from. Yeah. How hard is it to make it in any professional sports league? Well, if you're point shaving, you can play for anybody. The owners if the owners are making money off you, but Macho Man couldn't make it. I mean, you could be the Macho Man Randy Savage. You're not going to make it in baseball. So it's very hard to make it. It takes the entire world for one person to make it. You can't make it if people aren't watching. So you can't make it in the WNBA because nobody has ever made it. If they made it, it would be watchable. You do not need to be a freak of nature. You can be fundamentally sound, like Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton. Shout out to Alex English, who I think is the greatest player of all time. Let me look at some Alex English highlights. He just didn't try very hard, but he would get his points. He gets 30 points every day. A lot of flick shots from below his waist. He'd shoot like this. Well, he could shoot like this. He could shoot like, without jumping. When he gets in, he could just. He put his English on the ball, and that's why he scored 30,000 points from 1980 to 1989. He's the leading scorer of the entire NBA in the 80s. Played for Denver. It's hard. You have to have a strong heart, and to perform in Denver at that level is just phenomenal. That is the greatest career in probably NBA history. He's he's similar to Djokovic, yeah. He would be just like Djokovic in the 80s. From 76 to 92, scoring machine. I want to get my easy buckets. You coach your players to take easy buckets. Bernard King. I'll give you a speech about the Saint Bernard. The Saint Bernard denied the Immaculate Conception. Saint Bernard said the Virgin Mary was not a virgin. So the Bernard King, Saint Bernard, Cincinnati Reds owner Marge Scott, she owns a Saint Bernard. Giovanni Bernard, the running back, couldn't win the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. He joined too late, and he lost in Tampa's final year. We like to laugh at Bernards. Bernards usually fall short. All Bernards usually can't cuss the mustard, and I don't want to see Bernard King. I want to see Shotzi the Bernard. The Reds dog is a bigger draw than Bernard King. Okay. Oh, a guy at New York. So I'm seeing his New York 1984 in these clips. 2 years ago. Was he the best? I think Dennis Rodman hit peak when he came to the Spurs and he started painting his head. Because the Pistons were so good, Rodman was just like one of the Pistons. He wasn't spectacular. So he became spectacular. And then he wrestled Karl Malone at Nitro. That was big. 688 subs. I doubled my subs. I had 340. We had twice as many now. I did watch the 89 Pistons. It was all about the Joe Dumars behind the back entry pass to the post. So in clutch time, Detroit could get the ball into the low post with Joe Dumars. He had all the MVP level assists to take the lead. Really sleeping on Dumars, probably my favorite Piston. I didn't, we learn fundamentals from the short guys. A 6'10" Rodman isn't teaching me shit. How tall was Dennis Rodman? Dennis Rodman height? 6'7". 6.5 inches taller than me. He's not even in a skill position. Dude, the guy can barely fucking walk and dribble. He looks like he's pushing a shopping cart when he's fucking bringing the ball up. The guy looks like he's still learning how to play. And when he's finally making a shot, scoring a single point in the Bulls, he's like, whoa, I can score. He's a big, very immature player acting like a rookie in 1997. Come on. He was at his peak when he was in the Spurs, when he was acting crazy, when he was missing games, when he was kicking people in the nuts. That's peak Dennis Rodman. You don't need to look at the other shit. He's good at predicting where the rebound will be because he's seen a lot of ball trajectories. He watches game film to see where the rebounds would go. He's a terrible wrestler. He has horrible fashion sense. He's grotesque to look at. And he looked okay, barely okay. Became a drag show in Chicago. He was just he was just a random guy when he played for Detroit. In Detroit, he was just some guy who gets rebounds. Who were the stars on that Detroit team? Lambier, Dumars, Isaiah Thomas. It had to be somebody else because that team was kind of boring, actually. Kind of boring. in a hand check era, if you're gonna mug somebody, yeah, you want to. I would actually probably still put Pippen. I think Pippen would take the ball from Rodman all damn day. And I don't think Pippen could take the ball from Rodman. I mean, Rodman would not be able to rip Pippen. You know, they were just drilling with each other, Oklahoma style, 1-on-1. Pippen's ripping the ball from everybody. Dennis, he's an imitator and an immature. He needed the Bulls more. He cheapened the Bulls. You can't look at Pippen and say Pippen cheapened the Bulls. And the absolute best defender of all time would be the all-time steal leader, Stockton. I mean, if you can't. Larry Bird, haven't heard of him since 1984. That was a long time ago. 1985. So the great jobber to the stars, Larry Bird, had a 5-year run from 85 to 90 where he just couldn't win shit, and then he just quit. That's right. Nobody really remembers 1985. He beat the Lakers, but the Lakers came back and won a hell of a lot of championships after that, and the Celtics have won with Kevin Garnett. Took them once. Good for Garnett. Garnett would have nothing without the Celtics. He said he wished he played his whole career with the Celtics, but he was stuck in Minnesota. I'm not a Larry Bird fan. I think anybody can shoot a three. He had an easy man's job. He plays YMCA basketball. Definitely an overachiever. All his product sucks. That video game, Bird versus Dr. J, game sucked. But he was in the sequel, Bird versus Johnson, or Jordan versus Bird on NES. It's fun to play as Jordan, not as Bird. So I never saw Bird in his prime. He was done in '84. I was 8 years old, wasn't all into it. Heard the rumors, people talking about this man somewhere, Bird. He fell off. All right, go get your dinner, buddy. Gotcha King. Ted, what's up, man? I'm only seeing that now. It's 5:01. I checked the NBA scores. NBA scores. The Laker game starts 1 minute ago. The Warriors start in 2 hours. The final game of the night is in Sacramento. So the Warriors are not the main event on television, and they have a difficult opponent. And, yeah. Playing basketball is harder than football because it just is. It's your career. Basketball is really hard on your legs. LeBron shouldn't train his legs at all. If he's going to go up against Tyson, he'd have to be more upper body oriented strength. I mean, LeBron's a good guy. The enemies are trying to use him, but he won't comply. We don't have 5'10" people fight real heavyweights. Tyson is in a real heavyweight now. I've never seen LeBron punch anybody, so I'm not sure. I'm loading up some LeBron James punches right now. That's not what LeBron James does. He's a big softy. He's not Kermit Washington. There's not going to be a famous moment where LeBron almost kills somebody with a punch. Other Lakers have had that moment. LeBron is here to redeem the franchise. That's what I think. Let me double check my stats. I just ate nice stuff. Here we go, 104 viewers. YouTube doesn't have as many people watching right now. You can totally tell. Using the Michael Myers barometer. There he is. What do you got? 141 people watching Michael do the karma by Jojo Sawai dance, please. The Lakers score. Sports Lounge. Lagging show. It's not started yet. This Laker game should be. Let's see. Lakers score 0-0. Let's cut the stream while we're ahead. 46 minutes up, 3 subs, 4 subs. So thanks my audience for coming in. Hit the bell. We'll hit goals